This is another keyboard that I was putting on my clear out list. It is the Casio 301 from 1982 or so. It looks like an Intellivision and like the console TVs that your grandparents probably had. So a year on, obviously the technology itself hasn't changed, and my feeling on it also has not. This keyboard still has some pretty kind of boring and basic rhythms. The sounds are all kind of sine and square wave based and not really very interesting. Aside from the funny and frog sounds, which are, sound stupid, but they're the best ones. Casio at the time was actually focused on building a sine synthesis as a model for developing, bigger and better synthesizers. That's a challenging thing, given that, we all know that there's way more wave shapes than that. So I was hoping to sell this at that tag sale I mentioned for like a whopping 40 euros. Very little money. I think I paid less than that, but a long time ago for this. And honestly, I see these selling for far more than that, in the hundreds of dollars range on Reverb and on eBay. And honestly, this one is really in great shape, but kind of useless. So there's two sounds, the piano and the electric piano, both of which sound like electric pianos to me, just slightly different electric pianos. I really kind of bristled these sounds, again, 40 whatever years on, where they're trying to make piano sounds where they all just sound like kind of bad electric pianos. And so having an electric piano sound as itself, why not just name it EP1, EP2 or something like that? I actually do like this trumpet sound. It sounds like something from Au Revoir Simone or some other indie band where, you are getting a little bit more kind of edge to the sound. It just feels like it's all a little bit too high. Like if we could just take this down an octave, it would be way cooler. Same can't be said for the clarinet sound. It just sounds a little bit too kind of hollow and pointless to me. get to the funny sound, and the funny sound is actually quite good. I wouldn't call it funny, I would call it good quality. The other problem is it's a little bit too high pitched, but I do think it's still good and sounds like a real instrument from the day versus a toy. So now we get to the real kind of killer app of this keyboard, the frog sound. Sounds like Frog Bog from Intellivision, another reference to grain devices from the 80s. But this sound was used in a very famous song that some of the olds may know as Michael Jackson's Thriller. So the track Thriller uses the C sharp during the scene in the video where everybody is doing the zombie dance. That zombie dance that was so ripped off and annoyingly used in flash mobs and wedding dances back in the 2010s. And please don't resume that. Thank you. But still, the sound is cool, and to have like a really iconic sound that hasn't ever really been replicated across any other keyboard. I know a few other Casiotones actually do have the frog on it, but the 301 was the one that brought it to life for that massive hit for Michael. All right, so year on, I'm feeling about the same about this keyboard. It is still kind of cool looking, has a little bit of fun nostalgia factor to it. In very good shape, in very good playability, but unfortunately, this is not another one that I'm going to do much more than put it into storage and maybe look at it in 2 or 3 years and say that probably about the same thing. So if anybody wants it in the Munich area, I am more than happy to sell it to you for a good price. So do DM me. Otherwise, do like and subscribe so I can share more video content like this with you.